Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It is February 15th, the day after Singles Day, and it is a beautiful morning out here in Jakarta, Indonesia. I've adjusted my microphone a little bit so the sound might be off. Excuse me if it's completely foobar. This is a channel about me driving around Jakarta, talking about stuff in Indonesia in English, and motorbikes here. This whole driving a bike while talking to yourself, it just seems really friggin' weird. Like everybody when they start, I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So I'm driving around on my blue and silver Yamaha R25, which for you normal people is an R3, but with 100 cc's less. And I'm going to show you some of Jakarta's crazy traffic. And it is crazy. The traffic here is insane. I'll get some statistics put up on the screen for you now, which I don't remember off the top of my head. But, whoa, that's interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. No way. Really? As you can see, the driving style here is somewhat more aggressive than anywhere else in the world, especially like that. Hopefully you'll be able to see people who are much worse at this than I am, because I still think that I'm relatively safe and cautious. That just might not be the case. I've had this bike a couple of months, and I'm in absolute love with it. I love this bike. I think it's fantastic. It's got absolutely no power below 7,000, and then it's like a little mini turbo kicks in and you're like, whee! So it's great for pottering around the city because you don't get horrendous amounts of torque low down like you do with like the KTMs. But if you can stretch its legs, if you've got enough space to spin it up to speed, so to speak, then it can become a really fun bike. And when I say fun, I mean fast. Although it's not fast, it's just not. You know, you're going along a road, the bike's screaming in third gear, and you think, "Ooh, I must be doing like 200 miles an hour. This is great." And you look down, and you're doing like 65k. But that's what this bike's for, right? For me, it was to get me more confident in the Jakarta roads, on the Jakarta traffic, and as a tester to see whether or not I wanted to spend crazy money on something like an R6. Dealing with the 600 every day, I think it might be a little bit too much for me. I like this bike. It's perfectly balanced for me, except when I've got someone on the back. Alright, so the traffic's pretty light today. As you can see, I managed to get up into third gear. There are so many people in the city. I recently heard that from the suburb areas of Jakarta, 3 million people a day drive motorbikes and cars into Jakarta. 3 million people a day, and there's no public transport. The public transport doesn't exist here. It's horrible. Like for all intents and purposes, public transport does not exist in Jakarta. So what you have is maybe 12-13 million people living in Jakarta. The real number will be here. And then another 3 million trying to get in and out every day. Well, you can see the size of these roads. They are not big. And trying to accommodate that many people leads to some really bad traffic jams.